What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Trey Jones. Today we're going to be talking about anxiety and blushing. Now go ahead and smash that like button down below only if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt. Leave me a comment as well. Let me know if you deal with this common symptom of anxiety, because guys, it is very, very common. I dealt with it. Tons of other people do, especially those of you that are dealing with anxiety and especially social anxiety. So guys, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a psychologist, therapist, anything like that. I'm just a guy that went through anxiety disorders for 5 long years, dealt with the symptoms, the horrible consequences. I try to relate with you through these videos, show you that you are not alone, and show you that there's light at the end of the tunnel and that anxiety recovery is possible, okay? Anything is possible, especially anxiety recovery. Trust me, I went through it. I should know. So, there's a difference between blushing and flushing. That's another term that's commonly used in anxiety. They both cause redness in the face, the neck, the upper chest areas. Doesn't mean that you're gonna have all three. Some of you may just get red in the face, but there are some differences on how it is brought on. Now with flushing, it tends to be overexertion, something that still happens to me. Every time I worked out, I would get redness in the face, anger, resentment, irritation, agitation, just straight up stress and anxiety, panic attacks, adrenaline rushes, things like that cause flushing. Now, when it comes to blushing, they are brought on things like being overly shy, getting embarrassed over something, being the butt of a joke, maybe somebody that you like or love or think is cute or is giving you a compliment or looking at you or smiling at you. This can bring on blushing. There's many different things. Whenever you have anxiety or social anxiety, we're more sensitive to that, so it can happen a lot more often. This is something that I dealt with, and trust me, everybody thinks blushing is, oh, it's so cute, look, his face is getting red, but it did nothing but make things worse for me. My face would get even more red. It would make my social anxiety get worse. It would make my symptoms get worse, because then it can be accompanied by other symptoms, like my heart rate would start going up. Now my blood pressure's going up. Oh my God, I'm sweating. It would be horrible. And even though it started out as blushing, eventually it was flushing, because I was angry at the person who was, egging it on, or the person that originated this response that my body gave off. So what is going on whenever this happens? Well, whenever that something happens, whenever you get called on by your boss to stand up and say something, or you get called on in class, or maybe you just put on the spot in general, or when you're embarrassed, or when that girl or guy looks at you and you get all lovey-dovey inside, your body is sending off a stress response, okay? So you're getting an adrenaline push. That's gonna dilate the blood vessels in your facial areas, your neck, your upper chest, and that causes this redness. It's very embarrassing and frustrating, guys, I know, but the only way to get rid of this is to actually work on your anxiety. There's not much I can tell you short term. Once it actually starts, it actually just gets worse. There's really not much you can do to stop it right in its tracks, but what you can do is work on your general anxiety. I know for me, social anxiety was one of the main issues with me. I didn't like talking to people in general, and things were embarrassing me and putting me on the spot that never used to bother me at all. Never used to bother me. Whenever I was in high school, if somebody made me the butt of the joke, I'd get them right back and we'd all laugh about it, If somebody pulled the chair out from under me, I'd get them back, I wouldn't sit there and just get red in the face. I had no problem with being called out in the class. I was on the debate team. I had no issues with any of that. None of that. I didn't get shy easily. I was a social butterfly. But when I had social anxiety, this all fell apart, and I started getting embarrassed so easily, and I started to blush a lot more. And like I said, it ended up turning into flushing because I was angry, and it made my face get even more red. So if you're going through this, guys, I feel for you. It's a common symptom of anxiety. Many people do. Make sure that you let us know down below your experience with it. But guys, all of my tips for anxiety are down there. You need to be following those. It all starts with finding out your root cause of anxiety. If it's social anxiety, what's causing it? Then you can actually work on that, whether that be therapy, affirmations, meditation, journaling, any of that, guys. Also, you need to work on your lifestyle changes, your exercising, your diet, things like that. Make sure all of that is on point. I talk about that in every one of my videos at the end, so make sure you check out those tips down below. If you are interested in therapy and this is something that you've been dealing with for a very long time, maybe 6 months and longer, years, maybe you were like me and dealt with it for 5 years. Something that I didn't take advantage of was therapy. Well, there's therapy you can actually do on your phone or your laptop, PC, and it's down below. It's some online therapy. It's cheaper than going in person, and you can choose from a lot of different professionals, okay? Professional. So that's down there. There's a lot of other resources down there, so make sure you check that out. My social media is down there, my Snapchat, my Twitter, my Instagram. The Facebook group is almost at 25,000 people. Guys, if you have social anxiety, there's a lot of people there that are dealing with that. So join that group and be a part of that community today. Like this video if you got value. Again, let us know what you deal with as far as blushing goes down in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell so you get updates when I put my videos out. Guys, until next time, I love you guys. Stay strong, and I'll talk to you later.